Have you ever wondered what it would take to create a world without poverty, hunger, or inequality? A world where everyone has access to education, clean water, and opportunities to thrive? It might sound like a dream, but that dream has a plan. It's called the Global Goals, and it's changing the way nations, communities, and individuals think about the future of our planet. Welcome to How Expert Tip of the Day, where we bring you real-world tips from our how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. If you want to learn even more in-depth strategies, examples, and techniques on this topic, check out How Expert Guide to Global Goals, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes& Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores as an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook. At its core, the Global Goals, also known as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, are a blueprint for achieving a better and more sustainable world for everyone by the year 2030. These 17 goals tackle the world's biggest challenges, from poverty and inequality to climate change and peace. But the real power of the global goals lies in collaboration. Governments, organizations, and individuals all working together to make measurable change. In this video, we'll break down what the global goals are, why they matter, and how you can play a part in building a better world. Let's start with the first key idea, the origins and purpose of the global goals. The SDGs were adopted in 2015 by all 193 member states of the United Nations, following the success of the earlier Millennium Development Goals. The new framework was more ambitious, universal, inclusive, and interconnected. Instead of focusing only on developing nations, the global goals apply to everyone, everywhere. Their purpose? To end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure prosperity for all. Think of them as a roadmap, a shared vision for progress that bridges nations, cultures, and generations. The second key idea is the interconnectedness of the goals. Each of the 17 global goals supports and strengthens the others. For example, ending poverty, Goal 1, can't happen without achieving quality education, Goal 4, or decent work and economic growth, Goal 8. Likewise, combating climate change, Goal 13, affects clean water, Goal 6, health, Goal 3, and food security, Goal 2. This holistic design reminds us that progress in one area often depends on progress in another. A simple example, when a community invests in renewable energy, it reduces emissions, creates jobs, and improves public health, all from one initiative. The insight here? Sustainability is systemic, not isolated. The third principle is leaving no one behind. This phrase is at the heart of the global goals. It means ensuring that progress reaches everyone, regardless of age, gender, ability, location, or income. Consider the global effort to improve education access for girls. In many regions, when girls receive quality education, entire communities benefit. Health improves, poverty decreases, and economies grow. Yet millions still lack that access. The Leave No One Behind mission pushes governments and organizations to measure success not just by averages, but by inclusivity. It's a call to action. Equality must be built into every step of development. Next, let's talk about climate action, one of the most urgent global goals. Goal 13 calls for immediate action to combat climate change and its impacts. From melting glaciers to rising sea levels and extreme weather events, the effects are already visible. Yet there's hope. Renewable energy, sustainable agriculture, and green innovation are growing industries worldwide. For instance, Costa Rica runs on over 98% renewable energy annually, proving that sustainability and progress can go hand in hand. The takeaway? Protecting the planet isn't just an environmental duty, it's an economic and moral one. Another critical element is partnership and collaboration. Goal 17, Partnerships for the Goals, reminds us that no single nation, company, or individual can solve global challenges alone. Governments, NGOs, businesses, and everyday people must work together. A good example is the COVAX initiative, where countries and organizations joined forces to distribute vaccines globally during the COVID-19 pandemic. That cooperation demonstrated how international partnership can save lives and foster equity. Insight. Real progress happens when competition gives way to collaboration. The sixth principle is innovation and technology as tools for change. Technology plays a powerful role in accelerating the global goals. From mobile banking that empowers small business owners in Africa to precision farming that boosts crop yields sustainably, innovation bridges gaps faster than ever before. For example, in Kenya, the mobile payment system M-Pesa helped lift hundreds of thousands of households out of poverty by giving people access to financial services for the first time. Technology, when used inclusively, becomes one of humanity's greatest equalizers. And finally, the role of individuals, your role. The global goals might sound like a task for governments and corporations, but real change begins at the individual level. You can contribute by reducing waste, supporting ethical brands, volunteering in your community, or simply educating others about sustainability. One small act, choosing reusable products, conserving energy, or donating to global causes, multiplied by millions of people, creates massive collective impact. The key insight here is that awareness leads to action, and action leads to change. Every choice you make shapes the future of our planet. To tie these ideas together, let's look at a quick example. In a small coastal town in the Philippines, local leaders implemented a sustainable fishing program inspired by the global goals. By limiting overfishing and creating marine protected areas, they restored fish populations, improved livelihoods, and increased community income. This one project touched multiple goals: life below water, poverty reduction, and sustainable communities, showing how global ideas can succeed through local action. To recap, the global goals are a worldwide blueprint for positive change. They originated from a shared vision for peace, prosperity, and sustainability. They work through interconnectedness, inclusivity, and collaboration. Through climate action, innovation, and individual responsibility, these goals offer a clear path toward a fairer, greener, and more unified world. And here's the mic drop line. The global goals aren't just about changing the world. They're about empowering each of us to change it together. For even more tips, techniques, and practical examples on this topic, check out HowExpert Guide to Global Goals, available at Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, Google, Kobo, Apple, Spotify, and all major bookstores. As an ebook, paperback, hardback, and audiobook, HowExpert publishes how-to guides on all topics from A to Z. Visit howexpert.com to learn more.